Do you look at her across the dinner table and feel like you are looking at a stranger? The fork scrapes against the plate. The kids are laughing in the other room. The TV is humming in the background. It looks like a normal Tuesday night, but inside your chest there is a nuclear winter. You know what she did. You know the name of the man she led into her bed. You know the dates. You know the lies. And now you are stuck in the most painful purgatory a man can experience. Half of your brain is screaming, "Run, she betrayed you, have some self-respect and burn it down." But the other half of your brain, the half that remembers the wedding day, the half that loves your children, the half that is terrified of losing your home, is whispering, "Maybe we can fix this. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can go back to how it was." Brothers, I am here to tell you the harsh truth that your therapist won't tell you. You can never go back to how it was. The old marriage is dead. It is a corpse. The question is not, can we save the marriage? The question is this woman worth building a completely new marriage with, knowing that she is capable of stabbing you in the back? Most of the time, the answer is no. But sometimes, very rarely, the answer is yes. Today, we are going to learn how to tell the difference between a hopeless cause and a salvageable wreck. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. We need to strip away the emotion and look at this like a business deal, because that is what it is. You were deciding whether to reinvest your life savings into a company that just embezzled from you. Would you do that in business? Probably not. But in love, we get confused. We let nostalgia blind us. We let fear of the divorce court blind us. You need a checklist. You need a set of non-negotiable standards to determine if she is truly remorseful or if she is just sorry she got caught. If you get this wrong, you will spend the next 10 years as a prison warden in your own home, watching her every move, slowly dying of stress, while she resents you for not getting over it. Let me tell you about a man named Paul. This is the story of the loser, the man who tried to save a marriage that was already rotting. Paul was a good man, a soft man. He found out his wife, Tina, had a 6-month affair with a coworker. Tina cried. She threw herself on the floor. She said, "I don't know why I did it. I was confused. I love you, Paul." Paul wanted to believe her. He didn't want to break up his family. He didn't want to be a weekend dad, so he accepted her apology immediately. He didn't demand she quit her job where the other guy worked. He didn't demand to see her phone. He just wanted the pain to stop. He wanted to move on. Tina saw this forgiveness not as mercy, but as weakness. She realized that the price of betrayal was just a few tears and a week of sleeping on the couch. She lost all respect for Paul. In her eyes, he was a doormat. 6 months later, Paul found out she was still texting the guy. Why? Because there were no consequences. Paul tried to save the marriage without saving his dignity first, and you cannot have a marriage without respect. Paul ended up divorced anyway, but only after wasting 2 more years and catching an STD. He lost because he negotiated from a position of fear. You have to understand that saving the marriage is the wrong goal. The goal should be maintaining your self-respect. If saving the marriage requires you to lose your self-respect, the cost is too high. You will become a shell of a man, and a woman cannot love a shell. She might stay with you for the security, but she will never desire you again. Now, let's look at the delusional case. Let's talk about Gary and his wife Lisa. Gary caught Lisa sexting an ex-boyfriend. When he confronted her, Lisa flipped the script. She didn't apologize. She said, "Well, if you took me on more dates, I wouldn't need attention from him. You work all the time. You were emotionally unavailable." Gary, terrified of losing her, actually started to believe her. He thought, maybe she's right. Maybe I drove her to it. He agreed to go to marriage counseling. In counseling, the therapist focused on rebuilding connection and meeting her needs. Gary spent a year jumping through hoops, buying gifts, planning trips, trying to fill a bucket that had a hole in the bottom. Lisa never took full responsibility. She always had a "but." "I'm sorry I did it, but you were distant."
As long as that but exists, the marriage is doomed. Lisa wasn't remorseful, she was justifying her actions. She viewed her cheating as a valid reaction to Gary's imperfections. Gary spent thousands of dollars and endless emotional energy trying to please a woman who felt entitled to betray him. The marriage failed because you cannot rebuild trust with someone who thinks the betrayal was your fault. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. So, when is it worth saving? Is it ever worth saving? Let me tell you about a winner, a man named Mark. Mark was different. When he found out his wife Sarah had cheated, he didn't cry, he didn't beg, he packed a bag. He sat her down and said, "I am leaving. I am filing for divorce. You broke the contract. I cannot be married to a liar." Sarah was shocked. She expected him to fight. She expected him to get angry. His coldness terrified her. She realized in that moment that she had lost a king. She realized that the affair partner was a loser compared to the man standing in front of her. Sarah begged. She didn't just cry, she took action. She quit her job immediately because that's where the guy was. She handed Mark her phone and said, "You can install a tracker. You can have all my passwords. I will do whatever it takes." She booked her own therapy to figure out why she was broken. She didn't blame Mark for a single second. She owned it 100%. Mark stayed gone for 3 months. He watched her. He waited to see if the behavior changed or if it was just an act. Sarah didn't waver. She fought for him every day. She courted him. She rebuilt the trust brick by brick, not with words, but with transparency.
Eventually, Mark agreed to start dating her again. Not being married, dating. They started from scratch. He made her earn her spot back. Today, they are together, and their marriage is stronger than before. Why? Because Mark was willing to walk away. He showed her that his standards were non-negotiable. And Sarah showed true remorse, not just regret. So, here is the checklist. How do you know if your marriage is worth the hell of reconciliation? First, look at the confession. Did she confess on her own, or did you catch her? If you caught her and she denied it until you showed the proof, the marriage is likely dead. That shows she is committed to the lie, not the truth. If she confesses on her own out of guilt, there is a tiny glimmer of hope. It means her conscience is still alive. Second, look for Trickle Truth. This is the death knell. You ask, "Did you sleep with him?" She says, "No, we just kissed." A week later, you find out they slept together. She says it was only once. A month later, you find out it was 10 times. If she is drip-feeding you the truth to manage your reaction, she is still manipulating you. She is more concerned with saving her own skin than healing your heart. Walk away. Third, look at the blame. Does she own it 100%? If she says, "I did this because I was weak and selfish," that is a good sign. If she says, "I did this because we were having problems," that is a bad sign. Problems in a marriage are solved by talking, counseling, or leaving. They are not solved by sleeping with a stranger. If she blames the marriage for the affair, she will cheat again the next time the marriage gets hard. Fourth, look at the privacy. A woman who wants to save her marriage gives up her right to privacy, period. Her phone is your phone. Her email is your email. Her location is your location. If she hesitates, if she says, "Don't you trust me?" you laugh in her face. You say, "No, I don't trust you. You destroyed the trust. If you want privacy, go be single." If she fights you on transparency, she is hiding something, or she values her ego more than the marriage. Walk away. You have to understand the mental toll this takes on you. Even if she does everything right, you are going to suffer. You are going to have mind movies. You will be driving to work and suddenly an image of them together will pop into your head. You will feel sick. You will check her phone and feel your heart racing. This PTSD lasts for years.
You have to ask yourself, is she worth that pain? Is she so special, so high value, so incredible that she is worth walking through fire for? Most of the time, she isn't. Most of the time, she is just a regular woman who got bored or needed validation. And there are millions of regular women out there who haven't cheated on you. Why fight for a damaged car when you can buy a new one? But if you have children, the calculus changes. You have to weigh their stability against your misery. However, do not think that staying for the kids is always the right move. Kids are smart. They know when mom and dad hate each other. They know when the air in the house is toxic. Sometimes 2 happy homes are better than 1 war zone. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. There is a concept called the sunk cost fallacy. You think, I put 20 years into this woman, I can't just walk away. Yes, you can. Those 20 years are gone. You can't get them back by spending 20 more miserable years. If you invest in a stock and it crashes to 0, you don't keep putting money in it just because you lost money. You sell and you buy something else. You also need to look at her history. Is this the first time or is this a pattern? If she cheated on her boyfriend to get with you, she will cheat on you to get with the next guy. As the saying goes, if they do it with you, they will do it to you. Character creates destiny. A serial cheater cannot be fixed. A one-time fender might be fixed, but the odds are slim. If you decide to stay, you must become the captain of the ship. The dynamic has to change. You cannot go back to being the nice, accommodating guy who lets things slide. That guy got cheated on. You have to become the man who has boundaries of steel. You have to be willing to lose her every single day. She needs to feel that you are 1 foot out the door. Not because you are playing a game, but because you know your worth. She needs to know that 1 slip-up, 1 lie, 1 deleted text, and you are gone forever. This tension is the only thing that keeps a cheater in line. They respect strength. They exploit weakness. If you stay, do not use the affair as a weapon in every argument. This is hard. If she burns the toast, you can't say, well, at least I didn't cheat. If you commit to reconciliation, you have to eventually let it go. If you can't let it go, if you are going to punish her for the rest of her life, just leave. It is torture for both of you. But let's be real. The vast majority of men who stay regret it. They regret it because the image of her betrayal never truly fades. It sits in the back of their mind like a splinter. Every time she is late, the panic returns. Every time she is on her phone, the suspicion returns. You become a detective instead of a husband. That is a heavy way to live. The men who leave, it hurts like hell for a year. They feel like they died. But then they wake up one day and the silence is peaceful. They meet a woman who looks at them with pure adoration, a woman who has no secret history, and they realize that leaving was the best thing they ever did. They realized they were holding on to a cactus thinking it was a flower. So, how do you know? If she trickles the truth, leave. If she blames you, leave. If she defends the other guy, leave. If she refuses to give up privacy, leave. If she expects you to just get over it, leave. The only time it's worth saving is if she is broken by her own actions, does the work without being asked, accepts your anger without fighting back, and spends every day trying to earn your trust back. And even then, it's a risk. You are the prize. Never forget that. A loyal man who provides and protects is the rarest thing in the modern dating market. You are gold. Do not let someone treat you like copper. If she threw you away, she doesn't deserve to find you still waiting in the trash where she left you. Pick yourself up, Dust yourself off and decide if she is worthy of the new man you are becoming. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be honest in the comments. Those of you who stayed after the affair, did the trust ever come back 100%, or are you always waiting for the other shoe to drop? Drop your story in the comments below. Let's help the brothers who are facing this decision right now. I'll be reading the replies. Stay strong, brothers.